So we are so glad to Shri Durga Shanker Mishra ji, IAS retired former Chief Secretary, Government of Uttar Pradesh, who's here amongst us. May I request all of you to please put your hands together as he joins us on stage, addresses the audience, and then presents us with the awards. A round of applause as we welcome him here on stage.
A very good evening to all of you. Let me first congratulate the organizers who just had 33rd Convergence Award, and this is the 11th Smart City Award function being organized in series. For the Smart Cities Award, when she is speaking, I'm remembering late Prem Bahal ji, who got me here for the first time when I was Additional Secretary to Government of India and Ministry of Urban Development. And there onwards, almost every year, I used to come to witness all kinds of technology that makes a smart city possible. A smart city was a vision of Honorable Prime Minister, and in run-up to 2014 elections, he used to mention that we will have smart cities in our country, and accordingly in June 2015, a smart city mission was launched by the Honorable Prime Minister. When you say smart city, what do you mean by smart city? I've just come to know that in March 2025, this scheme has been closed. The smart city was not for developing just 100 cities, but it was a lighthouse for the country's cities to develop smartly. These were laboratories, these 100 cities which were selected, they were selected through the challenge process, city challenge process. This was for the first time in the National Urban Development, or I will say Urban Development Administration. This kind of a paradigm change was there for the first time in the country. The cities were selected through competition, through the challenge. And thereon they were assisted through the central assistant and the state assistants, and through convergence, and also mobilizing financial resources to various sources so that they could fulfill the aspirations of the city dwellers. They can make such systems which will make the life of the citizens easy, that is, quality of life is improved. They make the city which is better employable, which has got economic ability, is further boosted. For all the cities are organized around certain kind of trades, certain skills, or certain kind of economic activities. So how to boost that economic activity? And third, the cities were sustainable. And let me tell you, as a Additional Secretary and further as a Secretary to Government of India, I worked in the smart cities almost for 6 years. And thereafter as a Chief Secretary of Uttar Pradesh, there have been huge learning in all the cities. They're learning about how can you make your city roads much more, the life can be longer, quality could be better. It's a better experience to the citizens. How can you make your systems like energy systems, schooling, entertainment, your various facilities like hygiene, sanitation, water services, sewer systems, or drainage system, all these things, how things can be improved and they can deliver better. In fact, when launching the scheme, Honorable Prime Minister summarized the whole concept of a smart city in just few words. What does the smartness means? To get more from less. Get more from less. Like you have got the infrastructure, you have got the facility of water, yet you are having rationing on the water. You may have the facility for electricity, but you are having rationing on the electricity. This is because you are not able to manage the system well. If you manage the system well, if you know that how to fulfill the requirement, the needs of the people, how to make them happier to do their job better, then you will have to have a labor of technology over the infrastructure. And the same infrastructure is going to deliver far more than what it does otherwise. To give you an example, now we have the concept of drink from tap and 24/7 water supply. You know, in the regular water supply, our CPHEO estimates that per person consumption is around 135 liters per day. But if we make it 24/7, this supply will be around 80 to 90 liters per day. So you reduce the uses. When you have the drink from tap, all that water which you need to collect and store at the top of your housing facility, building, that is not needed. Any tap, anywhere, you can just open the tap and you can drink the water. The quality is assured. It requires a little bit of expenditure. But that little bit of expenditure makes it much more viable project. A road which is a smart road, in some of the cities you must have seen, the road which is a smart road, there is some additional expenditure in creating a system in which you don't have to break the road all the time, now and then, and make the people who are moving on the road through vehicle or walking difficult. So make the road more walkable. Make the road, it's a good experience for people. So little bit of extra expenditure and the longevity is more, satisfaction is more, the citizens are happier and they are able to do far more better things, better job, better employment, better business, all those things. This is improved. So there has been a huge learning through the smart cities, the integrated command and control centers. If you are aware, how it controls water, transport system, health system, various things, sanitation, hygiene, everything. How does it do? It works like a human mind and the nervous system. There, I was seeing the sensors here, how the IoT functions. Now the days of artificial intelligence, we can further build on it. So this is smart city experience. The idea was through this laboratory of these 100 cities, we can make the future urbanization as a smart urban systems. The urban area, the total population today is around 52 to 53 crores. That's the estimated population. The census is going to happen now. But what is estimated? The experts say that this population is going to the level of around 90 crores by 2051. We are going to be majorly an urban country. Think of it, nearly 30 to 40 crore people are going to be added in the next 2.5 decades. If the life in the urban area is going to be difficult, if the moving in the city is going to be difficult, if the water, drainage, hot spots, various things which are going to make the people's life difficult, they are not going to perform. It will be a drain on our economy. But the same thing, if we develop it smartly, people have a better experience. Maybe not only we have expenditure on the infrastructure, on the smart infrastructure, but also facilitating people to do their best. Making this like everybody inclusive development, making everybody perform as per their ability given by the nature, given by the God. So this is what the beauty of the smart city is. I would like to congratulate all those who have led this initiative, but will further request that the experiences which have been gained in the smart city mission through the 100 cities, that should be replicated across the country in all new cities which are coming up or in all the cities which are existing, because the city needs renewal, retrofitting and redevelopment. And there the experiences of smart cities are going to be very, very important. Let me also congratulate all those who have been awarded in the function just before and all those who are going to be awarded. The award is for their performance. Award is in recognition of what they have done. But that gives you a further challenge that you keep doing further better, because the country is moving on the vision of Viksit Bharat at 2047. We have less than 2.5 decades to go before this country stands in the same row as most developed countries of the world are. Rather, we are in the front line. And for this, an exhibition like this, which brings those who are producing this, those who are getting the new technologies, and those who are the buyers of the technology, or those who are thinking of going beyond and coming with the innovation, coming with the new things, for them it provides a good platform. It provides a good platform for recognizing the talent and recognizing the work, so that more and more people will go further better. So once again, let me congratulate Chandrika and Dhruv for taking the flag which was started by Prem Bahalji long back further forward. And I was so much happy to go around in the exhibition and see the kind of work which is being done here. Thank you. Thank you, and all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, sir, for those very kind words, your good wishes for all the winners, for all the nominees, and I think most of all, your very kind words as you fondly remembered our founder chairman. In fact, I'll be delighted to know that his legacy is being taken over by Chandrika ji and Dhruv ji, and what they've put together is so brilliant that at the end of the evening today, you'll realize how he is not just fondly remembered, but his thoughts are there. He was a strong believer of encouraging more and more innovators and believers, and that's exactly what we are trying to do. So later this evening, we will be presenting all of you with one of the most spectacular awards that we'll be presenting on this very stage, and a check prize, sir, will be given to those who are entrepreneurs of the future, and you will be able to acknowledge it here in your presence. So thank you so very much. We'll get to that in just a bit, but before that, you spoke about smart cities and how at the 11th edition of Smart Future Cities India Expo, we get to celebrate this particular segment. So along with all of you right here, maybe begin with this category and maybe talk about how today, one of the most, I would say, bare minimum that is expected in a smart city is excellence in water management. And when we talk about it, which city has been able to do it to the very far best of the efforts put in? So please put your hands together for Dehradun Smart City Limited for deploying the smart water management technologies, including IoT-based monitoring, smart sensors enabling real-time monitoring. And I think when we talk about sustainable urban water resource management, they have been able to do so. So please do put your hands together as we congratulate them. Being presented with a beautiful award by Shri Durga Mishra ji. Our warmest wishes. Thank you so very much for joining us. Well, we introduce any category, it is eminent that every category, especially in the smart city segment, will talk about this. So excellence in smart governance and urban planning is our next subcategory. Please put your hands together as we congratulate Ranchi Smart City and welcome them here on stage, because for advancing smart governance and urban planning through integrated digital platforms and land monetization model, they have supported sustainable development along with financially being self-reliant. Let's hear a round of applause for them, please. Let's have the music rolling as we congratulate them. Thank you so much. Let's move on to the next category and show it right here on screen for all of you to witness. Please put your hands together for excellence in digital technology adoption and power distribution. I think this is a hands down winner. Make some noise as we congratulate BSES Rajdhani Power Limited. A round of applause as I welcome them for advancing power distribution through smart meters, automated billing, real-time network monitoring, and we welcome Vishnuji and the entire team out here, Archana ji, Reema. Team BSES is all here in full action. Make some noise as they join in. Not only are they a strong believer on creating that change, but I don't know how many of you have noticed that since day one of the expo, they have been out and about, both in terms of networking, presence on and off stage, and I think that showcases the kind of efforts that they have been putting in. So let's hear it up for BSES Rajdhani Power Limited. Congratulations. Okay, everybody, on the count of 3, 2, 1, you have to take the trophy up and look at the drone. Vishnuji, are you ready? Everybody has to look at the drone on the count of 3, 2, 1 and take the trophy up. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hands up in the air. Make some noise, everybody. Let's hear it up. Thank you. Thank you so much and congratulations. Thank you so much. You know, we're in this, we're almost at the fag end of the month that sort of celebrates women internationally. Now, everybody in this hall who is a big supporter of women working out there, as you must be and should be, can I see you put your hands together for all the women in your life, be it your family members or your colleagues. Can I request our counterparts to hear it up? Because our next category is one that talks about smart initiatives that have been taken to empower working women. And we started this category with a very strong intention, sir, and we look forward to taking it forth. So please put your hands together for Saharanpur Smart City as we congratulate them for advancing women's empowerment through various initiatives, whether it is improving safety, public transfer, or women-centric services. Let's hear it up for them and let's have some music rolling up. Thank you so much for joining us. I'd like to once again remind all the winners to please stay with us till the very end of the awards evening. We'd love to have you here on stage for a group photograph, and we'll also do winner video bites. May I now introduce our next subcategory, which is that in excellence in developing greenfield, smart and sustainable industrial cities. And may we get set to congratulate National Industrial Corridor Development Corporation Limited. I would like to welcome the team here on stage for their pioneering role in planning and developing smart, sustainable industrial cities through integrated urban planning. Let's hear a round of applause. Thank you. So much for joining us. You know, as we talk about smart cities, one of the most important factors for any city and the well-being of its citizen is safety. And when we talk about surveillance, this is what comes to mind. So let's take a look at this category, which is that of the Smart Surveillance and Public Safety Award, which goes to Ujjain Smart City. Please do put your hands together as we congratulate them for deploying an advanced AI-based surveillance infrastructure and integrated command system. And I'm going to share a live example with you at the Ujjain temple. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to hear this out. At the Ujjain temple, there are more than 62 surveillance cameras that are put in track back to back. And even if your shoes are picked off from the temple's premises, you can actually track them back and get them in section. And that is what we are talking about. And this is a real life example. So please do put your hands together as we pass on our warmest wishes and congratulate the team putting it all together at Ujjain Smart Cities. Many congratulations. It is now time for us to kickstart with our next subcategory, which is that of urban infrastructure and utility innovation, sir, which goes to BSES Yamuna Power Limited. Please do put your hands together as we warmly welcome them here on stage for transforming urban power distribution through smart grid technologies, digital customer platforms, and data-driven operations. So welcome back, team, and our warmest wishes to you as you join us here to accept the beautiful trophy. I'm in love with the trophy, and I think you've got to create a special station to make sure that it gets the limelight that it truly deserves. A lot of love and action has gone into putting it all together. In this particular category, sir, I now introduce our finale subcategory. So please bring it up on screen as we present the excellence in smart mobility, which goes to... Any guesses out here? Let's hear it up for Pune Smart City Development Corporation Limited for deploying an adaptive traffic management system that enables real-time monitoring, adaptive signal control, and data-driven mobility planning. A round of applause as they've taken road safety very seriously and truly given it action. So please do put your hands together as we congratulate them. Thank you so very much. Many congratulations to the winners. Please be patient and be here for just a while. As to acknowledge sir's very kind presence, I would like to welcome Ms. Chandrika Bhel, Managing Director, Exhibitions India Group, and Mr. Dhruv Bhel, Editor-in-Chief, AutoX and Director, Exhibitions India Group. May I request all of you to please put your hands together as my colleague bring up the silver memento to be presented to sir in appreciation of his very kind presence here. May I request all of you to please put your hands together. I would also like to request the very kind presence of Mr. Ayush Alawadi here on stage. We would like to welcome him back and felicitate him and thank him for being our supporter, friend, and once again someone who's back here for yet another striking edition. Always such a delight to hear. And of course,